Oh my gosh. Oh, bet you're here for today's review. Okay, I can't say I was really too thrilled on a lot of the humor in this episode. I think a lot of it fell flat for me. This episode focused on Mariner and her mom, who happens to be the captain, trying to get rid of her. So first she wants to give her all the garbage jobs in hopes that she'll request a transfer. This, of course, makes me wonder, who's her division officer or department head, or who's her work center soup for that matter, if captain is calling the shots on her day-to-day routine. But I digress. She ends up having to clean the holodeck biofilters, and I think we all kind of know what that means. And then she ends up performing maintenance on the turbo lift, and someone operates it. So she gets upset, and I'm thinking, why are you mad at him for operating the turbo lift? You're the one who didn't tag it out. And yeah, and don't tell me that they don't have maintenance procedures for that, because in the Voyager episode Learning Curve, it was a specific issue with the Maquis not understanding the proper protocols when performing maintenance. So Mariner made the lemonade out of the lemons that her mom was giving her. These crap jobs. She actually really kind of actually enjoyed them, or at least found a way to enjoy them. And so what's Mommy Captain do? Well, shoot. If giving you the crap assignments isn't working, how about we promote you? And of course, this promotion gives the opposite incentives. And Boimler interprets this as, you know what? Maybe if I want to get promoted, I need to be a screw up and not take my job so seriously. And so he starts acting accordingly. So Star Trek has done this kind of thing before, kind of the wrong incentives for promotion. Let's go back to referring to Star Trek Voyager. So the character of Tom Paris, or Nicholas Locarno for those of you familiar with Star Trek The Next Generation. Let's see what I did there. So he got kicked out of Starfleet and then went to a penal colony after joining the Maquis and kind of getting caught there. So after being brought on board Voyager, and due to their circumstances, Captain Janeway gives him a field promotion to lieutenant. Okay, I get it, circumstances, whatever. Anyway, a couple years in, it's 4th or 5th season, he gets demoted to ensign. Okay, well, it doesn't take too much longer before he gets promoted back to lieutenant. Meanwhile, we have Harry Kim. Oh, don't you just love Harry Kim? Throughout all of Voyager's 7 seasons, he's an ensign. He's the young ensign. Even though he starts his career on Voyager as a department head, already working in a lieutenant's position. So there is certainly no reason to not have promoted him during that 7 years. And he was the guy who was squeaky clean, perfect record. I mean, with the exception of when he didn't get medically cleared to have sex with an alien, but that's a whole other double standard as well, and we can talk about that all day in a different video. Okay, so time to talk about some things that I think did work. There was a joke about Okay, so the sci-fi stuff going on was just kind of like, okay, that's cool. And then, you know, something happens, something bad happens, and the captain says, well, not on my watch. And then Mariner says, what do you mean? This is your watch. And that just got me kind of thinking about the whole host of politics, about how, like, you know, not that I want to get into politics right now or on this channel, but just more in general about, like, how, like, people running for office or whatever, incumbents or whatever, would be like, oh, don't support my opponent because X, Y, and Z will happen on their watch, you know, and it's stuff that's currently going on, and it's just kind of like, it's your watch right now, buddy. That kind of thing, but, you know, it just kind of struck me as funny. So the main sci-fi plot line of this, I think it was a missed opportunity to have a nice throwback to Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and Star Trek III, Search for Spock. We're talking about the Genesis device. The sci-fi element it features this generational ship. And there's a substance on board that is kind of geoforming and creates a lot of life or whatever. And so it could probably, like, terraform a planet. And so I was thinking, oh, this seems to be like, it'd be like a safer, more, less chance of being absolutely weapon of mass destruction usage, less chance of that the Genesis device was. Because I assume if you're watching this, you're familiar with Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, where the Genesis device was not only a massive scientific breakthrough for terraforming a planet, but it was also a way to completely destroy any life on a planet. So it wasn't only a way to spread and create life, it was also a way to completely destroy it. So that's where that kind of became a problem. And I just like it was a missed opportunity that there was no commentary on that. But overall, you know, it's another solid episode from a series that's turning out to be pretty solid. I think I prefer last week's episode the best. So these episodes so far the series, I've been thinking, kind of relating back to my own military experience in the Navy, where I'm just relating to these lower deck characters, you know, who are, you know, just kind of great examples, bringing back memories of sea stories and stuff. But this episode just kind of, instead of like necessarily reminding me of sea stories, it's more of, I just kind of want to nitpick, like, oh, you wouldn't do maintenance like that. Why would you do maintenance like that? You know, you know, it's just kind of, you know, where it's just like when the turbo lift is being operated when she's doing maintenance, and I'm just thinking, whoa, how many protocols did you break by having the turbo lift be functionable if you're going to be on top of it and it's going to cause a huge danger if it's being operated? You know, it's like, I mean, it's stupid stuff. I mean, it's a cartoon, really, so who cares? But, you know, I'm just kind of pointing that out because of why I've been enjoying the series so far. It's been related to my Navy experience. That kind of stuff is also like, it makes me go, no, that's not realistic. They wouldn't do that, you know, because of my Navy experience. So, I mean, it's kind of double-edged sword, you know. I could kind of go into a deeper dive on all that, but there's no point in that, and I'm sure no one really cares to hear that. But yeah, anyway, another solid episode. I recommend it. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and check out the other videos on this channel. Thank you.